Wrestling. Two guys, Randy, who both want to make a name for themselves on the national stage, and Kevin Koo especially here in Limitless Wrestling.
Yes, he does. Unsuccessful in his return to singles action against Alec Price, but here tonight, a big opportunity against Kevin Blackwood, who's won 4 straight matches. What a metamorphosis we've seen of Blackwood over the past few months. Has been locked in since Double Vision. It's really something to behold.
And I think that's exactly it, Randy. We've seen the Limitless Wrestling World Champion Daniel Garcia take Kevin Blackwood to places that I don't even think he was sure he could get to. And with everything they've been doing up in Grapplers Anonymous, hopefully, for his sake, without Garcia in his corner, he can go to that place once again.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen some tomfoolery, some hijinks between those two, but the results speak for themselves, as you know better than most.
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Oh! Not
Yikes.
wasting any time is Kevin Koo. It's so funny, aesthetically they look so similar too, Randy, and stylistically I think they match up very well.
Yeah, they're not too different when it comes to being in the ring. I mean, the shots we're seeing right here, stiff, strikes, slaps, kicks, they implement it all. Kevin Blackwood trying to take him down with the kicks, but Kevin Koo standing tall.
Let's go.
He's ready.
Some verbal sparring here. Oh, of course, things are getting a little filthy here, Randy. We know Kevin Koo's involvement with filthy Tom Lawler, perhaps some of that influence going off here as he's able to take a stiff kick from Kevin Blackwood.
Did you hear that echoing throughout the arena here in Yarmouth? And now Blackwood's asking for more!
Holy! And think about what Kevin Koo has to prove here tonight. Kevin Koo took the Limitless Wrestling World Champion Daniel Garcia to the... Oh, a cheap shot there from Kevin Blackwood. But continuing my point, he took him to the limit in Tampa, and now stepping in a Limitless ring after a loss to Alec Price. He has a lot to prove here, Randy.
I mean, we've seen Kevin talk about it on social media. Koo believes he was the closest. Not J.D. Drake, not Lee Moriarty, not Christian
Blackwood.
Casanova. He was the closest to taking Garcia down and taking that championship from him. Good gravy.
And you wonder if that familiarity with Garcia helps him with the gut wrench here. Just hoisting Blackwood and holding on.
What strength right there, and not relinquishing the grip like you said. Looking to do it once again in a gnarly landing.
Are we looking at a modified Three Amigos here from Kevin Koo?
I think he's going to do it. He's got hold of Blackwood in the air. Over once again, and that time with a release.
The raw strength that you have to tap into in order to hoist someone regardless of their size. And now Kevin Koo on the offensive.
Wow, not even going for the cover instead. Throwing those slaps at the side of the head, trying to disorient Blackwood, and now going for the leg. Maybe looking to turn him over for a single leg Boston Crab here, but Kevin knows the danger he's in, kicking away and trying to get Kevin Koo off it.
And maybe that's some of that excellent ring awareness we typically see from Daniel Garcia rolling off into Kevin Blackwood's kick.
Yeah, and it's got to be a different element to not have that strategy being spoken to you. You know, you do that with Prestigious at ringside. It's a different thing to have someone out there motivating you, especially when the folks at ringside don't really care for you. They're not giving you that energy.
Especially when someone has an Emmy over. It's especially hard, but look at this. Kevin Koo saw a window of opportunity there, and it may be a little dirty, Randy. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty to pick up a clean win as he stands on Blackwood.
Yeah, that was almost it right there. A lot of pressure down on the arms of Blackwood, and I think he's going to try to do it again.
That's a smart way to get a pin.
Oh, not even holding the full cover right there. Instead, he knew Blackwood was going to power out, delivering 2 chops to the chest, and once again the focus on the legs of Blackwood.
Tying up that leg, putting the pressure on his hamstrings.
I don't know if
striking the other knee, too.
I don't know if we've seen Blackwood in this much trouble this early.
Look at this. Trying to roll him over here. Look at the torque that Kevin Koo has on Kevin Blackwood.
And Kevin Koo's just chilling. He loves this. Blackwood in immense pain on the canvas, and more than an arm's length away, and look at the reach. Kevin Koo ripping the head off of Kevin Blackwood.
And we know Kevin Blackwood's not afraid to do this to his opponents either, Randy.
Yeah, Kevin Koo gonna make him taste his own medicine right here, but Blackwood crawling, reaching for that bottom rope and able to get it. Of course, no assist right there from Garcia.
No,
We've seen that in the past.
We have seen that in the past, and honestly, it's soured me a little bit on the Limitless Wrestling.
And look at Kevin Koo right here. He says he needs help to break. That's how tight that thing was, or so he believes.
I think there might have been a little fabrication there from Kevin Koo. As somebody who tends to fabricate every now and then.
Hey, Kevin Koo gets the most juice out of the squeeze, John Allen.
He certainly does, and right now Kevin Blackwood in a precarious position on the hardest part of the ring. But look at that. Maybe he was goading him to come on to the outside, and now Kevin Blackwood on the offensive, and what's he thinking?
It's dangerous when it gets out here, John. A nice club to the back from Blackwood, but Kevin Koo quickly returning.
Trading strikes once again like we saw at the beginning of this matchup here. You're watching Pressure Point on IWTV. And look at that. Not having any of it from referee Nate Speckman.
Oh. And Kevin Koo wants the trade. He's receiving it from Blackwood right now and firing back. Uh-oh.
He caught him. Oh boy, oh no, oh no.
What the hell?
Oh no, 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 no!
Oh! You're kidding me.
Kevin Koo's back bounced off the apron, and now Kevin Blackwood, Randy, we talk about it every time we call a Kevin Blackwood match. When is he gonna go to that place? I think he did right there.
He just found his opening, Kevin Koo. Maybe a little overambitious coming to him when he was on the apron. And Blackwood quickly able to turn the tides, taking advantage.
And what we've also learned about Kevin Blackwood in the last few months is he doesn't waste time anymore. I think in the past that cost him some matches. Now under the leadership of Daniel Garcia, he's not afraid to do like what he just did there. Get on the aggressive, mount your attack, and hit those vicious strikes to the back. But Kevin Koo says, bring it on!
This dude's unreal. He wants more. And Blackwood has no problem delivering, but once again, Koo asking for more.
Oh!
Yeah, that one's gonna take the life out of you.
I think he may have regretted that one. Randy. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, vicious stomp from Kevin Blackwood.
Kevin Koo just won't back down. This dude's relentless, but Blackwood bringing it back to his feet, working quickly. And you have to when you're in the ring with Kevin Koo. So resilient, not even staying down right there. Blackwood ripping him down, just barely a 2 count from referee Nate Speckman.
And Randy, this is a thought that just keeps crossing my mind as I watch this match. And Kevin Blackwood, as he starts to take a little momentum away from Kevin Koo here, at least he did for a hot second. I keep thinking, with Daniel Garcia, Kevin Blackwood can lock up a win here over Kevin Koo. Does that maybe put him in the title picture?
Hey, I mean, he's on a 4-match win streak right now, my God! Stomping Kevin Koo through the goddamn ring.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta go for that cover now. Draping his leg over Koo, but I think it has to put him in that conversation and maybe create a little bit of an awkward situation there at Grappler's Anonymous.
That would be an awkward situation, but I mean, that'd be an interesting match to see, I have to say.
And just think, just at our last show, we saw how well they worked together as a tag team.
Oh, and Kevin Koo is firing!
Oh my God!
Giving him a new tattoo.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Rake in the eye, rake in the throat.
Just disgusting. Blackwood cutting corners, as we've seen from him and Garcia time and time again, and Kevin Koo seeing stars right now. Can't even see where Blackwood is.
Now Blackwood's toying with him.
Not toying anymore. Vicious kicks once again to the back, and just how many of those can you take? How many of those can you take and continue to breathe?
And that's why I didn't like the strategy from Koo earlier, asking for those kicks, asking for those punches. It didn't make any sense to me, and now we're going stretching.
He's found himself in a bad situation. I mean, we had a little bit of a pissing contest early on. Kevin Koo is getting the better of it. Oh, look there!
There it is.
Blackwood's got the top
Nate
rope.
Speckman couldn't see it for a second. Now look at that. He pulled it off just as Speckman came around.
And now the fist grinded right into the rib cage. And
Going
reaching
back
back. No red death, but he's got a red rope to grab onto.
Our Limitless Wrestling audience here making Nate Speckman aware of what's going on.
And now burying the elbow.
Look at that. He smiled. He smiled as he did it again. But now Nate Speckman sees it.
And now you've been caught.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You can't do that, John.
It's the Wild West here in Yarmouth. You are watching Pressure Point. And right now, Kevin Blackwood feeling a little bit of pressure from Kevin Koo.
Ooh. Nasty forearm from Koo, and Blackwood firing right back. Another exchange between these two, center of the ring.
Trading of strikes that we've seen in this match, Randy. Back and forth, do-si-do. When will it stop? Nobody knows.
Oh, Koo caught him! Right in the back of the head!
Blackwood showing the effects of this.
Gotta make it happen! Oh. My God! Slapped him into next week! Blackwood looking for the end. Oh man, Koo just knocked his jaw off.
That elbow. Trying to hook him.
Can he take him overhead? Oh.
Ooh! Knees to faces. And here comes Kevin Blackwood. He's going to that place. And then with the running knee from Kevin Koo.
How do you keep having an answer, John Alba? How does Kevin Koo continue to fight through the pain and fire back?
Kevin Koo recognizes that this is the place to be in professional wrestling. Limitless Wrestling is the hottest independent promotion in all of North America. And he wants a win, Randy. He wants a win bad so he can face Kevin Blackwood's best friend, Daniel Garcia, for that title in this very ring.
This would be a solidifier for him, John. Koo on his feet first, Kevin Blackwood using the ropes to pull himself up. Koo connecting with the boot. Staggering Blackwood in that one. Caught him right on top of the head. Oh, man! Tied him up and ripped him over. Kevin Koo is in the zone.
Hooked him with a modified Olympic slam there.
Can he keep it up? Ooh! Crushes him in the corner with that clothesline. Oh, but Kevin Blackwood with the redirection. Kevin Koo up and over. Oh, no!
Keeps the bridge!
Blackwood just gets the shoulder up.
I think that was Blackwood's momentum just carrying him over. And now Koo massaging his jaw, took his mouthpiece out. I think he's feeling the effect of some of those strikes right now, Randy.
That was nuts right there. And once again, back in the center of the ring, it's Kevin Koo and it's Kevin Blackwood, both men stirring. Oh, but I don't think he can do it.
There's those gut wrenches. We saw that modified Three Amigos before, but now the effects of this match showing in his lower back in pain. Kevin Blackwood's got an opening.
Those kicks have done well for Blackwood. Koo tried to lift him up. Oh, but here come punishing body shots, courtesy of Buffalo, New York.
Oh, he got him.
Kevin Koo able to catch it. Oh, he folded him on top of his head! Blackwood somehow able to get the shoulder up.
A fisherman buster from Kevin Koo.
Yeah, you talk about buster. My God.
How much more do these guys have in them? You gotta admit, Kevin Koo's effort in this has been admirable, but Kevin Blackwood is on the run of his career right now.
He is. I mean, Kevin Blackwood's really turned it all on in the past few months, but Kevin Koo wants to make his name here in Limitless Wrestling off Blackwood, wants to work his way to a Limitless Championship opportunity and get that rematch with Red Death Daniel Garcia.
How are they on their feet right now?
Wicked forearms from Blackwood.
Oh, Kuzo! And a big slap from Kevin Koo!
He's got to be concussed. Blackwood's on spaghetti legs. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, no! What a backstabber right there.
He popped right off, and Kevin Blackwood says it's over, going for the kill, staring us right in the face. Powerbomb stacks him up. Kevin Blackwood can't put him away.
How much can this dude take? It's unbelievable.
Randy Carver, John Alba here on IWTV. We are witnessing an all-time classic in Limitless Wrestling. You're watching Pressure Point.
Kevin Koo just won't die. He won't stay down. No matter what Blackwood does, and maybe he's going to have to resort to something he only pulls out for special occasions, John. Kevin Blackwood looks to be advancing up the ropes here as Kevin Koo stirring in the ring. Oh, look for the double stomp. Nobody home.
Oh, he tripped him up.
Yikes.
Oh, he almost got Nate Speckman.
That was
Here's
close.
the opening. Oh, he caught him with a low blow.
You're kidding me.
He caught him with a low blow, and look at that face. Look at that disgusting smile on Kevin Blackwood's face, learning from his best friend. And now he's going to learn something else, how to win matches.
What a double stomp from Blackwood. Cover, and he got it. Blackwood wins.
Here is your winner, the Aesthetic Republic, Kevin Blackwood.
You hate to see a match as good as that, and under circumstances like that. But you have to give credit where it's due. Kevin Blackwood, there is no hesitation. He no longer takes time to think about things in this ring, Randy. He knows how to put people away, and now he's up on that Mount Rushmore and staring his own buddy in the eye.